What is on, guys? Back with another video. Today I'm going to be ranking over 30 small meme coins. These are all under 500 million in market cap, and some of these are under 100k in market cap. So we've got a very good range of meme coins here, guys, excluding all of the big players, focusing on the potential memes, some of the ones which I think have the best potential. So we're going to rank these from potential 10 all the way up to 100x, guys. Of course, none of this is financial advice. And just because something says 100x does not mean you need to wait for 100x, guys. As always, make sure you take profits along the way. And also, guys, some exciting news for the channel. I will be launching a VIP group. This is going to be exclusive. This is going to be for people who want to take the crypto journey to the next level. You're going to have a lot of different benefits and perks in here, guys. You're going to have early access to some of my videos. You're going to have exclusive buy alerts, exclusive sell alerts. You're also going to have access to my portfolio. That's going to include a utility portfolio with the altcoins that I hold in regards to utility, also a meme coin portfolio, and also you're going to have access to a growing altcoin watch list. This is going to be across different narratives and will be updated accordingly. And also you're going to have access to a 24/7 chat where I'm going to be very active on there as well. And, just going to give people that opportunity if you want to support the channel, if you want to be more active and get some, updated queries from myself. And also, guys, you can have this will include portfolio reviews as well, so you can drop your portfolio down and I will review it. And you'll also be able to ask me anything that you want in regards to crypto. And as I've said, this price is for the first 10 people, guys. So if you want to lock this, if you want to join through WAP, this will be coming over the next few weeks, guys. So just bear with me as this gets sorted. So the current price will be $25 per month for the first 10 people. If you want to avoid the fees with WAP, you can also pay with crypto. And if you want to, if you're interested in this, guys, drop me a DM on X, or you can email me. My email address is on the bio for my YouTube. So yeah, guys, it'll be good to have you in, guys. I want to have a community where I can focus more time on YouTube. It can be difficult, guys, to actually really give an in-depth response and also really have that personal connection with a lot of my community. So yeah, guys, make sure you join. These prices will be for the first 10 people and I will be up in the price. So yeah, guys, definitely DM me on X if you're interested in this. This will be coming over the next few weeks, so I'm really excited and looking forward to releasing this. So now, guys, let's get back to this tier list. This is going to include, as I've said, over 30 different meme coins across different chains. So the first one on the list, guys, is Turbo. Now, for me, this is one of the best risk reward projects. This is under 400 million in market cap, and this was the first AI meme coin created, I believe. And something I like about Turbo, guys, the community of this meme coin is up there easily, in my opinion, in the top 10. Very, very solid community. Now, of course, around 400 million in market cap, this isn't going to give you a 50 or 100x. I know some people will tell you that. For me, this is something between a 10 to 20x. I am going to put this in the 20x, guys, because I do think this is something which can have an absolutely parabolic run. But as I've said, guys, you probably should be taking profits earlier. But Turbo is a very, very good choice if you're looking for a mid cap, on the higher end in this tier list, but it is something which is really solid. So for me, a very good option. The next one is getting into some base exposure. Of course, you've got Brett, which is obviously the main meme coin, but you also have Toshi, which is around, I think this is just under 300 million in market cap. Also a very, very good option as well. You can get this on Coinbase, so it does have that massive, massive listing as well. Base is going to continue to perform well. Now, from here, guys, it is around 300 million in market cap. This is probably, in my opinion, a 10 to 20x. Obviously, you have to pay attention that there is quite a few base meme coins, and I do think it is pretty saturated, but it should be able to do a 10, maybe even more. But for me, I would put it closer to 10x than 20x. Next on the list, guys, we have AVAX Exposure. This is the main meme coin and the oldest meme coin, I believe, on AVAX, Cock Inu. Now, this is one which has been on a little rally. It is up around 40%, but it is still only $45 million in market cap. So this is still what you could consider a low cap. And, we haven't really seen AVAX completely explode yet. And I do think we are going to see AVAX really have a good run. And I think this is going to be one of the main, or if not the biggest meme coin on AVAX. For me, I can also see this potentially doing a 20x. has some good listings as well. So, for me, this is a decent option if you're looking for some AVAX exposure. Another one, next on the list, guys, is Foxy. This is the main meme coin on Linear, and we have seen projects on the Linear ecosystem start to perform well, and it is an ecosystem which I do expect to, really, run well. I was covering this when this was, I think, around 8 million. So since then has been on a pretty nice run. And I think this is currently close to 20 million in market cap. But from here, it can still move quite a lot. It is still down 90% from all-time highs. This is another one which I could potentially see doing a 20x. Very good project. And as I've said, this ecosystem is still fresh and growing. So it is one to definitely keep your eyes on. Very good community behind this as well. And I do expect it to perform really well. Next, we're getting into the Sui ecosystem, and this is my favorite meme coin on Sui. Lofi, again, very, very good community. Did have a bit of a sell-off earlier on, but it is starting to recover, and it is up over 40%. Still, this is around $40 million in market cap, so it is still very, very small. As I've said, guys, Sui is going to continue to perform well, and I think this is going to be one of the main movers when it comes to Sui. Very, very bullish, community behind this as well. Very active, and they really do push out some good content and get some really good engagement. So for me, I think this is, I would say, an easy 20x. I think this is gonna, go towards the billion market cap, even smash through that. Another one on the list, guys. This is another Sui meme coin. Another one which I think is very good in terms of risk reward. This is Blub on Sui, and this is, I think, pretty smaller market cap. This is, I think, around 12 million in market cap, and it is starting to see a big recovery. Still down around 80% from all-time highs, guys. For me, this is something which is between 20 to 50x. 50x is a bit of a bullish case. I'm going to put this in the 20x, but I do think, even 30x is possible with this. Very good community, and also they are pretty active when it comes to, the posts that they put forward. Big community as well, and I do think this is one which, will perform well. Next on the list, guys, is one of my all-time favorite meme coins, a meme coin which I think is very heavily undervalued, guys. For me, this should be in the billions, and it is currently under 100 million. This is around $90 million in market cap, guys. For me, this should be sitting at least 1 to 2 billion, right? So for me, guys, in terms of the content, in terms of the social media presence, in terms of the community, this is a meme coin which I think is going to continue to stay here. For me, guys, this is going straight into the 20x category. I can see this doing easily 2 billion market cap. It's a solid meme coin. They put solid content. They've got a solid YouTube channel, solid TikTok, solid Instagram. All around a very, very good pick, guys. Next, we're getting into the Psy ecosystem, one of my favorite ecosystems, guys. You know how bullish I am on Psy. I've been calling a lot of these meme coins very early. I called Millie at around 750k market cap, and it did rally all the way up to around 6 million. So it did some massive gains, and it is on a bit of a discount, guys. So, if you didn't have any exposure to this, this is down currently, I think, around 40%, 30 to 40%. So again, obviously, you should have been getting this when it was cheap. From here, what can this do from here, guys? This is going to be interesting because obviously Millie and Cyan are the two biggest meme coins on Psy. I think even from here, potentially this could still do, I would say, a 20 to 50x. I'm going to put this in the 50x category, guys, because this I think has potential to be the biggest meme coin on Psy. In terms of content, it is better than Cyan. Cyan do need to improve in terms of the content. 50x on this would be, I think, around 200 million. Very possible as we see Psy continue to grow. So I am going to put it in 50x. A bullish case, of course, because, of course, guys, I'm already up significantly. A lot of people are already up quite a lot as well. But I do think as we see Psy continue to grow, this can, easily do, I would say, 50x or more. So definitely one to keep an eye on. And also the other meme coins. And that is where a lot of alpha will be dropped in the private group with a lot of these early calls. So make sure you pay attention to that when it drops. The next one on the list, guys, is a new meme coin, which is getting a lot in the form of Manu on Ethereum. This one has performed exceptionally well. This is up massively. And, again, it's had a massive hype behind it as well. Very close to all-time highs. So again, guys, I do not recommend normally getting in at, all-time highs. I do think the X has been suspended recently as well, which obviously isn't the best. I would say this is higher risk because, of course, guys, I prefer to stick to meme coins which have been around for a while. For me personally, guys, I would be careful with this, even though it could pump, guys. Personally, I'm going to put this as a 10x because, it's already rallied significantly, and I just think it is a bit of a riskier option. Next on the list, guys, we have Chill Guy. This is one of the meme coins which absolutely exploded, and since then has come down a bit. Is starting to have a bit of a recovery, but this is still down massively. At some point, I think this was close to 600 million at the all-time high. So interesting one. Could it have a comeback? Of course, it is starting to rally a little bit. I'm going to put this in the 10x category. I think, it's just quite saturated when you think of Solana meme coins, but it is one that could have a comeback. Next on the list, guys, is another one which has been getting a lot of attention recently. Doge DJI 6930. Now this one is already over, I think, 50 million in market cap, so it has rallied massively, and you're pretty much going to be buying this at all-time highs. I've seen some people saying that this will flip SPX, which I do not think is going to happen. Again, guys, this could rally from here, but for me, I do not think it is worth buying. And now it's already, over 50 million. I think it's even 60 million now. So, 10x is going to be 600 million. A 20x is going to be 1.2 billion, which I think is, close to the market cap of SPX. So for me, guys, I'm going to put this in the 10x category. I would be careful with this. I do know a big influencer was behind this, I believe. So I would definitely be careful with this. I know it's getting a lot of hype, and but I would be careful with this because I just think it's risky. So it could do well, it could pump, but a lot of these other meme coins can outperform this, in my opinion. Next one, we have another OG, another solid option in terms of a mid cap. This is around 200 million, so it is a bit higher in terms of market cap for this list. GigaChad, now this one is starting to have a bit of a recovery. I think this is up around 50%, still over 200 million in market cap. For me, guys, I think this is probably a 10 to 20x. I'm going to put this in the 10x category because I do think there are better projects, but they do have a good community. And next on the list, guys, is a meme coin, which I think is one of the most undervalued across the whole meme coin space, and that goes by Luby. This is around, I think, 500k market cap. I was bringing this to you at around 170k market cap, and since then they've continued to develop. They're really active. They put out content. The community is really bullish. Loyal community, and also I believe they are launching some NFTs very soon, I believe over the next couple of days. So this one, guys, if you're looking for something which can give you some massive returns, this is also created by someone who is behind some of the biggest artwork from Rockstar Games, by Stephen Bliss. Luby is definitely one to keep an eye on, and for me, this could potentially do 100x, which would be around 50 million in market cap. So for me, guys, as we see news regarding GTA 6, this is one to definitely keep an eye on, and it is one which I think is going to perform very, very well. Next on the list, guys, we have Mudeng, of course, the viral hippo. 200 million market cap, so it is a bit on the higher side. Has started to see a little bit of a rally. It is up around 20%. I would probably say 10x for this. I think there's better players, but again, as I've said, it could definitely pump. Next on the list, guys, we have another Solana-based meme coin. It does remind me of Ponky a bit, and it did have a little bit of fear because I think the sort of community of the team went a little bit quiet. But since then, they have been back and they have been putting content out there. This is pretty small in market cap. I think this is around $5 million in market cap, so it is very small, but of course is higher risk. It could do like a 20x, or it could literally go to zero. But for me, guys, I prefer Ponky in terms of that solid meme coin which you can hold with confidence. Next, we have MPC, non-playable coin, another very solid meme coin option if you're looking for something in that mid-cap range. I think this is around $200 million in market cap. It is starting to have a very good rally. I think this is up over 80% over the past week or so, and over 100% in the past 2 weeks. So this is another one which could perform well. Very solid in terms of the community, in terms of the posts, and also they do have a pretty big social presence. A 200 million market cap, this potentially could, I would say, do a 10 to 20x. I'm going to put this in the 10x category, guys, because it is a bit on the higher side. But again, it is a good quality meme coin, and I do think it can have a decent comeback. Next on the list, guys, we have Fog. This is another meme coin which did exceptionally well, and I think this went up to close to $1 billion. I think this went to around 700 to 800 million at all-time highs, and currently it is around 50 million in market cap. This is one which does come with a bit more risk. A lot of the community have moved on, but if they can get that act together, potentially this could have a comeback, maybe 10 to 20x. But for me, there are better options. Next on the list, guys, we have Cyan, which again I was bringing to you very, very early. This is, or it was, the biggest meme coin on Psy. Now that award goes to Millie, but I still do think this has a lot of potential. Of course, with the name Cyan, it is a very good name, and all they need to do is just be a little bit more active with the community, maybe get some influencers on board as well, because a lot of people are focusing more on Millie. But if they can get the act together, guys, this is one which could also potentially do a 50x from here. I know I was showing this to you around 1 million, but even from here, guys, Psy is going to perform well. It's going to continue to, do really well. I think Psy is still going to do potentially even a 10x from here. So you can imagine what the ecosystem is going to do if we get that. So this is definitely one to keep an eye on. Next on this, guys, we have another SUI based meme coin, and this one is what you could consider a microcap, a very high risk, guys. This is called FUD, and essentially based on a pug character. And this has a lot of sort of a big community behind them as well, very active, and it is one which potentially could do well. I'm going to also put this in the 20x category. It could do higher, guys. It could go even 30x, even 50x, but I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic when it comes to the price targets. The next on the list, guys, is another extremely high risk option on Psy. This is called SBC Cybacker, and this one, guys, is something in which you probably want to throw, literally $10 into, something very small. It's a very small market cap. I think this is around 130k market cap, but it is one that, as Psy performs, this is one which I do think will also, really perform well. It does have quite a big community, but guys, this is very high risk, so be aware of the risks. So for me, guys, 100x on this would be literally around 10 million, which I think is very possible. I think around 10 to 30 million would be 100x. So this is one which is, definitely worth keeping an eye on. Very high risk, but you are still early to the Psy ecosystem, and I do think this is a very good character. Next one, we have another Psy based play. This one is called Shenron, and this one is, I think, around 400k market cap, so still what you could consider a nano cap. Very good community behind this as well, very good engagement. This is one which could also potentially do 100x, or it could literally, go to zero. So again, guys, I'm going to put this in 100x because, as Cyan and Millie, these have already pumped. These could be the next ones, and there are also some other ones to keep an eye on, but these ones are ones which I would definitely keep an eye on. And next on the list, guys, we have another very sort of high level character in the form of Warjack, and this is another meme coin which I do think is undervalued. Everyone knows this character, and 30 million market cap, I do think this is heavily undervalued. I'm going to put this as a 20x. It is a very good option if you're looking for an Ethereum sort of low cap meme coin. And next on the list, guys, it's been a while since I've talked about Memecoin, and it has been a bit frustrating to hold this. We had the whole drama with whether or not we were going to get a Binance listing. They said we were going to get a Binance listing, then they deleted the post. But it has started to have signs of a little recovery. The team are also looking to be a bit more active. It is up around 40%, around 12 million market cap. I'm going to put this as a 20x, very, sort of high risk, but could have a comeback. Next, we have Momo. Now, this is another new meme coin which has been performing exceptionally well. This is up over 1,000% in the space of literally a week, and it is around 17 million in market cap. And these sort of meme coins based on Bonk, the sort of Bonk community, also do have a good narrative. And this one, basically Bonk's sister Momo, does look like it does have some good potential. So I do like the character, and they do have some pretty good engagement. I'm going to put this as a 20x. It is a bit more high risk, guys, because it is a new project, so you do need to be careful with whatever you invest into these, because of course the other ones have stood the test of time. These ones do come with a bit more risk. Next on the list, guys, we have Moon with the Bull. This is another Solana based meme coin, which is also, I think, around 12 million in market cap, so it is on the smaller side. This one's down heavily, around 95%. It could have a comeback, it could do, but I do think there are better options to invest into. I'm going to put this in the 20x category, guys, because it has come down quite a lot, and it could have a comeback. Next on the list, guys, we have Hoppy. This is another meme coin which did perform well. A couple of years ago, this was really on fire. I think this went over 100, close to 150 million in market cap, and it is currently around $12 million in market cap. And to be fair, the team are pretty active. This is another one which I would potentially put in the 10 to 20x. I'm going to put it in 20x, but towards the smaller side. Next, guys, we have a secret gem. This is one which I will be releasing on YouTube very soon. If you want to get access to this, guys, make sure to DM me on X if you want to join the private group, the private Discord. There you will be able to see some of the secret buys before they go live on YouTube. This will be dropping very soon, guys, and another high risk option which could perform well, could do 100x, or as I've said, guys, could go to zero. And this is just the nature of some of these meme coins, but this is one which does have a pretty good sort of website. It has a good character, and I do think it could perform well. So it is one to keep an eye on. And if you want to get early access to this, guys, make sure to drop me a DM on X or email me, and I will give you some more details on how you can get access to that. Next on the list, guys, we have Hippo. This is on Sui, Su Deng. This is one which, of course, is based on Mu Deng, but being on Sui, this is also one of the main Sui memes. Now, I do prefer, personally, Lofi and Blub, but this is one which also could do well. It is around $23 million in market cap, and I'm going to personally put this as a 10x because I think, you know, it's just sort of a character which is a bit old now, but it could definitely have a comeback. Next on the list, guys, we have another base exposure play in the form of Mr. Miggles. Now, this is one which is another pretty decent project, which I think could have some good upside. Now, of course, when it comes to base memes, guys, I prefer to stick to the main ones, but this is one which does have some very, very good engagement. And also, you know, they have some decent listings. And I do think this is one which could have a good rally as we see base perform. It is around 40 million in market cap. So it's not the smallest, but I would put this in also the 20x category. I do think this is also a decent coin. Next on the list, guys, we have the main cat coin on Sai in the form of Purple the Cat. I did put a buy alert out on this, and you know, this was very, very small market cap, around 300k market cap. It has come down since then, guys, but I do think this has massive potential. You know, this is around 300k market cap. It has a very good community. They have a lot of KOLs talking about it, and I think as you know, Sai performs well, this is one which also could have you know, a very good rally. So it's one which is high risk. It's one that's going to 100x or it's going to go to zero, but it is definitely one to keep an eye on. The next one on the list, guys, is one which I've covered before. It is one which I just love the character, Peblo. Now, this one is on Solana. This one is extremely high risk, guys. This is around, I think, literally like 30k market cap. So it's very small. The one thing, the team just need to post more. I think if the team be more active, this is one which could really perform well because they've got a good website. They've got some good content, good animations. If they can do things well, this one could also potentially 100x or it could go to zero. But to be fair, the team, I believe, are still there. They just need to be a little bit more active. Next on the list, guys, is Memecoin. Now, this one is obviously a lot more riskier. If you want the safe returns, stick to the main Memecoin. But if you want to have potential of more upside, you could also pick Memecoin, which is currently, I think this is, I think around 60 million in market cap. So it is pretty small. It is starting to rally. And normally when Pepe performs, this is one that follows suit. I'm going to put this as a 10 to 20x. It is more riskier, but as I've said, guys, if you want the potential reward, you do need to take the risk. And the final one, to be fair, I haven't really included many BNB memes on here. This one is Broccoli. Now, you might remember we all saw the drama as CZ announced the name of his dog. We saw massive manipulation. Since then, it's come down, and this is sort of one of the BNB memes which could have a comeback. You know, it's come down quite a bit. And it also does have a Binance listing, and I think it's around 40 million in market cap. I'm going to put this as a 20x. It is risky, but it is one to, you know, potentially keep an eye on. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Over 30 small meme coins ranked from 10 to 100x. You know, if you want to see which ones I'm holding, drop me a DM, and also pay attention as I will be launching the VIP group very soon. So make sure you stay up to date with that, guys. I will be dropping a lot of good content in there and really giving the community a lot of time, which I can't really give when it comes to YouTube in terms of being in depth. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for the next video.